Tell the story about your most memorable moment at Richardson Park.
I I have so my memory of Richardson Park is just there being just all of these people,
Mm.
and there used to be a it was like stands for people to sit, but all it was these concrete slabs
Mhm.
that went up and up and up and up and up. So it wasn't actually chairs. It was just like a long concrete row that was in like this half circle. And I
Mhm.
remember, my father would let me go all the way up to the top, and then just the view of just people. And back then, where there's a lot of space now. Used to be the projects. The projects,
Mhm.
Roger Williams projects, was in existence then. And
Mhm.
so just being able to look over and see, this sea of people, and the stage put up, you know what I mean? And I appreciate the music now. I don't know that I really appreciated the music then. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because it was the old folks' music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was because I'm like I was 16, so you had to be like what, 9?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And some of it even, I mean, some of it even you know, at the beginning, probably even younger than that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? 6, 7. You know what I mean? And they did that for a couple of seasons
Right.
at least. But just the impact of seeing all of these people together. You know what I mean? And, people selling food. People were selling foods out of the back of
Yes, yes,
trucks, and
right.
they had the little stands there, and
See, now
everybody
that was
loving each
my
other.
memory of Richardson Park. Now my aunt lived in the projects,
Hmm.
the building right there at the entrance to the park.
Hmm.
And when they would have those concerts, my dad used to have a truck and he would sell crabs and soul dogs and this and that out of his truck. I used to be in the back of the truck listening to the music, tap my foot because I love music.
Yeah.
And that was just a vivid memory of mine. And he would sell all this food, and it was too funny because they were trying to sell the food and make money, but they wanted to enjoy the concert too. So,
Mhm.
like, they would switch off to go to the concert and somebody come back to watch the truck and whatever. And so in the midst of it, at some point, somebody came to the truck, stole the money.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and then it was a whole big to do with my father and his brothers and this and them running around. They called the police and oh my goodness, what a hot mess. I know I ended up at my aunt's house because my father and them was chasing somebody down and oh my goodness gracious. Okay. But I just enjoyed it because of the ambiance.
Mm.
All of those people, all people that I could identify with.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, these are all black people.
Yeah.
These are all people that look like me.
And I'll tell you another event that I think people forgot about that used to be big. You know what I mean? In South Providence was 4th of July fireworks celebration.
Hmm.
And back then, it
The one
happened
at
in Roger
Williams
Williams
Park.
Park.
Yeah.
And so it would be, I mean, you're talking about massive, it was at the Temple of Music.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, it was just massive. You'd have to park the car somewhere on Broad Street and walk in because it would be
Yeah.
so many people
Mm.
there for this.
It was
And
just
every
ridiculous.
4th of July, I mean, it would just be humongous. I mean, humongous. And I guarantee you that somebody, the Providence Journal, or somebody has some pictures
Some footage of it.
to
They had to.
document the size of those crowds, man. I mean, that sticks out in my memory too of like memorable things that happened, you know, on the South Side. That
Yeah.
4th of July celebration used to
That's
be.
where it was in the park.
Yeah, and you know, it was a
Yeah,
big fireworks
easily.
display. You know, and if you could get, excuse me, anywheres, you know, in the area where you could see the Temple of Music, if you didn't get there really, really early, you couldn't even get onto the green. You know
Wow.
what I mean? You'd be,
Yeah.
you know, off somewhere watching it in the sky,
Yeah.
you know, still in the park. But it used to be a real, you know, that was real memorable
Mhm.
for me too. You know, that sticks out for me.
Cool.